I'm Cliff Curtis, also known as Stabby Organs, Canadian hip-hop artist, cook, food enthusiast, and travel aficionado. Join the ride as I eat, drink, and assimilate in hopes to unearth novelty found around the globe. Perhaps I'll even stop to talk food, rhymes, and life with a few local artists along the way.
Put my bags in the truck, birds in the car, tin of sardines on the living room floor. Can't breathe, my canteen's lost. Haven't seen water in the last 3 stops. Turn campaign fodder for scatterbrain fox. Latter-day Saint running with an out-of-date cause. Meditate to eradicate flaws, making barricade jump when the saddlebags on. I'm gone. My love ain't so, your heart ain't gold. Yeah, that's for sure. You make me wanna go. I can't stay home. No, I can't stay home. I was born on the road.
Back in the late 90s, I can distinctly recall my 7th grade teacher, Mr. Ballard, singling out Colombia as a no-go destination for any future travel aspirations we might have had, complete with video evidence to back his claims. To be fair, this was probably sound advice, with Medellin being the world's murder capital around that time, with Pablo Escobar and the Cali cartel running roughshod over the country and terrorizing the local population. Such lore has recently been lassoed back into the public zeitgeist with the success of popular Netflix series Narcos, along with countless others that came flooding the market in its wake. Now that I've acknowledged the cocaine elephant in the room, I'm free to lean away from the sensationalism and embrace some of the less publicized aspects of this very welcoming country, such as its vast undulating landscapes, ingratiating citizens, and of course, its rich culinary traditions. Our journey starts in the storied city of Medellin. Of course, not without its own set of socio-economic challenges. Medellin has been hit with a recent influx of Western expats seeking the city's famous nightlife, coupled with a relatively high standard of living for an affordable price. No longer the red-headed stepchild of the region, the city of Eternal Spring is now attracting immigrants from neighboring countries, Venezuela most notably, seeking more fruitful economic opportunities. I was able to catch up with one of the aforementioned, Omar, a tattoo and visual artist working in the more affluent district of El Poblado.
So when I just arrived here in Medellin, Colombia, before starting working as tattoo artist and the tattoo studios, I was like freelancer artist, doing paintings, murals, or tattoos too. So I started drawing and painting on the Venezuelan banknotes.
That's really dope. Why did you choose to use the banknotes? Like, is there a meaning behind it?
Yes, it's like a kind of process to let the world know that they worth nothing because the bad administration of the country. So I took them to paint on it and sell them. So it's like it gets value again, the money. For example, this one is a kid eating. It's a picture, a photography of a kid eating from the trash in Caracas.
Wow.
This one is a migrant. Some of the migrants from Venezuela that moved to Bogota, Colombia, Peru, Ecuador. Some of them did it walking because they didn't even could afford a fly or a bus. So they did it walking kilometers for days, weeks. So this is a picture of the exodus.
Wow, that's powerful.
This kid was murdered during the protest. He was just 17 or 16 years.
Wow, that's young. Is a guy?
Yeah, he's a guy. Yeah. Well, he was a guy. Yeah, a kid.
Was that well known in Venezuela? Like it was a big story, or?
Yeah, it became a big story too. This is more like just art.
That's super cool though, man. I like that a lot.
That's just art, like kind. It's like a kind of critic to the new kind of arts. You know that. You know this story about the banana that they just pasted on the wall, and the artist say like this is art. And he sell it for thousands of euros, something like that. So that's why he's saying like what the fuck, you know, the old guy is like the representation of the traditional truly arts, you know, like it's sculpture, painting, architecture. You know, so he's wondering what the fuck is happening with the art.
Some of the new like contemporary art is
Exactly.
kind of ridiculous.
Uh,
Yeah.
This one is one of my favorites. too.
Gandalf.
Well, I tried to make Dumbledore, but all the people think that is Gandalf.
Oh, sorry. Who did you try? Who is it supposed to be?
Dumbledore from Harry
Oh,
Potter.
Okay.
They look like the same guy, so okay, whatever. I don't care if the people think that is Gandalf.
I've actually never seen Harry Potter movies,
Okay.
so you can excuse me for not knowing.
No worries.
Yeah.
I think that he looks like both, but I'm happy with it. Gandalf is a cool character too, so.
It's not. Is it the same actor or no?
In the Son of the first movies,
Is it?
they
Yeah.
were the same actor, but then they changed it.
Okay.
I think that that's all, bro.
Okay, man. That's perfect. Thank you.
Welcome to El Centro, chaotic hub of independent commerce, a far cry from the corporate boardrooms of Nestle and Wells Fargo. More specifically, Parque Berrio, a congregation point for street hawkers and seedy purveyors of the flesh, as well as food vendors and the odd adventurous tourist willing to ply themselves from a bar stool within the insulated borders of El Poblado.
So I'm here in downtown Medellin, El Centro, and I think I'm gonna have a look around for some street food, see if we can find a few different kinds of street food here, and give you guys a little look at downtown Medellin. It's actually kind of sketch down here, to be honest. I feel like I'm getting my Spanian on right now. But we're gonna check it out. Hopefully I don't get jacked. I don't think I will. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
¿Bien o no?
Bien.
Colombia.
Sí.
¿Cómo ha estado? Bien.
Sí. Ciudad Bonito. Estoy en El Centro. Quiero encontrar algunas comidas de calles.
Acá en ese centro comercial.
Ah, sí.
Ahí la consigue. Bueno.
¿Sí?
Bacán.
Ok. Gracias, amigo. Buen día.
Where are you from?
Canada.
Canada.
Pero este es no necesario.
No,
Gracias.
gratis, es regalo.
Es ok. No necesito. Gracias,
Gracias.
amigo.
Saludos, my friend.
Hello.
Hello, my friend. Saludos. Where are you from?
Canada.
Canadá. Bienvenido. Welcome.
Sí, gracias. People seem pretty friendly down here, but everyone's definitely trying to push something. Everybody want to sell something. I don't think they get a lot of tourists with cameras down here, judging by the reactions that I've been getting so far. ¿Es caramel? Sí, ok, quiero probar uno, gracias. Okay, I guess this is some kind of a. It's definitely caramel. It's some type of a caramel treat. I don't. Looks kind of like taffy or something. Wow, it's sticky. Interesting. Look at that. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have. It's not my type of thing. I wouldn't have bought it if I wasn't taking video. Hola, buenos días. Quiero un perro. ¿Y tienes limonada de coco?
Coca pequeña.
Limonada de coco.
Agua con leche.
Leche. ¿Puedo grabar?
A mí no. En leche, ¿cierto?
Sí, gracias. If you see here, getting a hot dog in Colombia is a little bit different than back home. You've got all these different toppings here, and you can get way more crazy hot dogs than this that are like just unnecessary, that are got a million ingredients like quail eggs and all this different crazy stuff. But we'll do a little jalapenos with the crushed potato chips and some coleslaw. Should be good. We've also got some different sauces here. My favorite one is the cilantro sauce here. So we'll get a little cilantro and a little bit of mustard and I think that should be good for me. So also, in Colombia, this is like one of my favorite drinks. I'm not super into sweet stuff, but we've got it's called limonada de coco, which is like, I guess, like coconut lemonade. However, it really reminds me of Orange Julius back home. A little bit, well, actually it's pretty sweet as well. It's better, and it's much cheaper. But when you stop in one of these hot dog spots, it's like a souped up Orange Julius, because you get the beautiful drink, and then you get this excellent hot dog with a bunch of really funky toppings on it. So, cheers. It's messy. Goddamn delicious though.
Back in El Poblado, en route to reconvene with Omar over some Venezuelan fare, I was given a reminder that hip-hop is alive and well in the streets of Colombia. It's common in some of the more touristy areas to see street performers kicking some freestyles in hopes of stacking some of that daily bread. After dropping a couple bucks in a hat, I decided to surprise them with a couple rhymes of my own. I feel like in general, artists have a pretty good lock on flavor, so I was excited to have Omar introduce me to one of his favorite Venezuelan joints in El Poblado.
So, how long have you been tattooing for? When did you start tattooing?
Oh, I started doing in 2019. No, sorry. 2017 I started doing.
2017. And you came to Colombia also in 2017?
No, I came in 2019.
19, that's what you said. Okay. So, were you making money tattooing when you were living in Venezuela?
Yes, I have to. I have to because I choose to be a tattoo artist in a way because I always paint and draw. That's like my hobby thing.
Yeah.
But then I catch the tattooing, you can earn money too, you know, like, at least for surviving. So I start tattooing, and then I start to live out of it too soon. I think that it was too soon because I was starting. So you need to practice like more before starting to charge for that. But I needed la pilsen ya así.
You were tattooing basically for survival in Venezuela.
Yeah.
What made you decide to come to Colombia and Medellin in particular?
Well, I moved from cheers. I moved from Venezuela because the electricity, the energy, it was crashing down too often. Like days without electricity. Gracias.
Yeah.
So I need electricity to work.
So then why Colombia? Is it because it was like
here in
close?
Yeah, it was closer and cheaper to come here.
Yeah.
For sure. And I came to Medellin because I have a really close friend of mine that he's also a tattoo artist.
Okay.
He started years before myself, and he really make it happen. You know, like he grew here as an artist, as a person, and he make it happen like traveling to other places. And I thought that maybe if he did it here, why not me? You know, so I came here, and everything have been cool.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, for sure.
These are good, by the way. Is this a Venezuelan thing or a Colombian thing? Because I've had it at many like Colombian shops as well.
Yeah, but the thing is that they are made different. You know, like the dough of what they have.
These are the best ones I've had. They're nice and hot and crispy and like nice.
Because it's a kind of dough similar. I mean, I'm not really sure, but I think that it's more similar of what is made like the pizza, maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No, it reminds me of like a pizza roll. Can you have your own business in Venezuela, or like I know it's like a partially communistic type government? Like, is it possible?
you can have your own business. You still can do it for sure.
Yeah.
I feel that Venezuela is under a dictature thing, you know.
Dictatorship, yeah.
Yeah, it's a dictatorship, but it's like they did, like they are pretty smart, you know. I think that they learn in which place of the system make it look like they are not in dictatorship, you know. But at the end of the day, it's like the bigger business, you know, like let's say something like, for an example, like Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
It's an example. Oh no, I shouldn't say that, right? I shouldn't say name of no, it doesn't
Who
matter.
cares? Yeah, no, I'll trash Coca-Cola as well. Like, I know Coca-Cola is really bad in South America for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, but let's say, like, for example, it is because it's a big
Corporation,
business, a
yeah.
corporation, right? If you want to reach your own business to something big, they won't let you do it. You know, it's like you can run your own business until certain point, right? The oldest people, the oldest family that have running this kind of business in Venezuela for a long time,
Yeah.
some of them lost their business because 1 year, in some of the time, like Chavez, he took like he took them out of the owners. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like you are not anymore the owner of this corporation. Now it's the government of Venezuela. You know.
Huh. Interesting with Chavez. What do you think of Chavez? I know you're young, so
Nah, but
no.
He's-
And I'm asking because the big corporations didn't like him either.
yeah, no, but he was the main problem. He did all this shit basically, you know.
Yeah?
He did it all. He was the main problem. He was the one changing the laws to his favor,
Uh-huh.
you know, and make him all work for him and his group of people. So he was the main problem. Now Maduro is just like a consequence of what he did.
Okay. So, interesting. I'm very interested in this perspective because I never knew if it was American propaganda saying Chavez was bad or if he was actually really bad. And you're saying that he was changing the laws to make his friends rich, basically?
Yeah, I'm making them have more control on the people's rights.
Ah,
Gracias.
is that all cheese on the inside? Yeah, it is. We're gonna be full after these ones for sure. It looks like very filling food.
Yeah, man. And the empanada, it was a fucking huge empanada, you know. You don't see
Yeah.
empanadas like that here.
I took a trip up to Comuna 13 to grab some B-roll for the show, when like a John in the strip club, all this appetizing street meat had me pining for something a little more substantial. And just like that, I was off to the proverbial champagne room for some bandeja paisa.
No trip to Medellin is complete without the bandeja paisa. The bandeja paisa is beans, rice, salad, egg, sausage, plantain, avocado, and chicharrone. It's quite a gluttonous meal, but very enjoyable. Let's just say if you eat this in the early evening, you're not going to be having any sex later because you're going to be out on the couch. No chance. This is delicious. This is for sure one of my favorite meals in Colombia. Super filling, super delicious. Set you up for the day. You don't have to. You could eat. You skip breakfast. You eat this midday. You don't need dinner. It could be your only meal of the day. Oh, that chorizo is amazing. Whew. Starting to struggle here. shouldn't have eaten those cheese-filled arepas before I came here. Well, they say life's a marathon, not a sprint. I must say I feel the same way about the pendeja paisa. But I made it. Time to go have a nap.
I met up with my friend and fellow MC, Joe, in the gastronomic district of Itagüe to talk hip-hop in Colombia over a few choice Colombian picadas.
Quiero una cerveza.
Una cerveza.
Dos
para
cervezas,
empezar. Por favor.
Sí.
Salud.
Salud. Ah,
Sol.
¿te gusta cuáles estilos en hip hop? Like todos o underground, oscuro, qué?
Sí, me gustan, depende del artista, pero me gusta así como como el Dark Side, también me gusta como el lado oscuro, me gusta, no, en general todo, de fiesta, más también con como muy afrobeat, así como bien fiestero.
¿Cuáles artistas darte inspiración para hacer música?
Para hacer música, bueno, yo creo que lo que así de Estados Unidos, Jedi Mind Tricks, me parece muy bueno. Me gusta Nas, por ejemplo, me parece súper bueno.
¿90s Nas
Sí,
o...?
no, 90, sí. Me gusta mucho, ¿cuál otra? Por ejemplo, de Latinoamérica hay un grupo de Chile, que para mí también fue como muy importante para hacer rap. Se llama Salvaje Decibel.
Salvaje
Decibel. Decibel como...
Oh, entiendo, sí.
Tiene unas líricas muy sociales, son fuertes, son como constructivas,
Sí.
que proponen. No es solo como el rap que va a criticar como o solo drogas o solo calle, no, sino un rap que propone, que tiene un mensaje claro, social. Me parece que es muy bueno. Listo.
Bonito.
Listo.
Ok, wow. Esta, miro, deliciosa.
Se ve deliciosa, sí.
Sí.
Tiene todas las carnes. Tiene res, cerdo y pollo, creo.
¿Sí?
Todo, sí, la proteína.
¿Qué es el nombre de este platillo?
Big Mama.
Big Mama. ¿Es no nombre like, tradicional en
Colombia,
español? ¿O
no, Big Mama es más...
Big Mama es Big Mama,
Big
¿eh?
Mama es Big Mama.
Ok, ¿en eso?
Bueno, este es el chuzarrón.
Chuzarrón.
Sí, porque es como un chuzo, es como la brocheta,
Sí.
pero con un chicharrón. Es grande. Y la preparación es como lo más importante, porque es en el horno, un horno especial, un barril especial, como chino, barril chino, creo.
¿Sí? Oh, sí. Yo sé platos similares en Tailandia o en China. En Tailandia es mukrop, es el nombre, sí. Es similar.
Sí, y bueno, esto acá es muy popular porque pues en Antioquia, en Medellín, comen mucho cerdo, mucho chicharrón.
Sí.
O sea, acá chicharrón es muy popular.
Wow. Oh, mucho queso. Oh,
¿Cuál es tu proteína favorita?
no cabra, pero
¿Lamb?
sí,
Cordero.
cordero. Cordero, sí. En Turquía, muchos corderos. Pero cerdo es
Sí.
también mi favorita.
Yo prefiero la res y el cordero.
Antes tú vivir en Bogotá, ahora tú viví aquí en
En
Medellín.
Medellín.
¿Qué es la diferencia en escenas de hip hop en Bogotá o en Medellín?
Bueno, Bogotá es una ciudad, es 3 veces Medellín, o sea, es muy grande.
Sí.
Tú viste cuando estuviste en Bogotá, es muy grande. La diferencia es que, digamos, en Bogotá llegó mucha música a Bogotá de Estados Unidos, de todos los géneros, como digamos géneros oscuros, románticos, todo tipo de géneros de rap. Entonces en Bogotá hay mucho rap, mucho rap.
Es más popular, well, hip hop clásico en Bogotá.
Sí, la banda más clásica y representativa, digamos, es una banda que se llama La Etnia. La Etnia.
La Etnia.
Sí, esa banda fue como, se dice que son como los padres del hip hop colombiano, porque es desde los finales de 90, principios de los 90, y fue muy impactante, pero entonces era como un clásico, un golpe así clásico como el rap de Estados Unidos. Las letras eran más de la calle.
Sí.
Era como, sí, la droga en Bogotá, exacto, sí. El rap de Bogotá tiene mucho como eso, porque la vida en Bogotá es diferente a la vida en Medellín. Sí, es más caótica, es más estresante, hay como más problemas, es diferente. Entonces la música es un poco más así como agresiva. Hablan así de matar, de las drogas, de consumir, de no sé qué, este tipo de temáticas. En Medellín actualmente el hip hop es más, con mejor vibra, o sea, no es solo calle, de matar, drogas, no. Es más relajado, es más relajado.
Yo, the hive mind's reigning supreme. You aim to capitulate, instigate followers and swallowing narcissistic traits. Inundated with drama, Día del caballo de Troya, mierda de la peñada. Como traer arena a una playa privada de mesianas opiniones sin rayos. The guile I'm hiding's implied when I fake the smile though. Double-sided mask hired Dolly to paint my eyebrows. Trojan horse, Nvidia semiconductor chips. Fame that I'm entertained while my aim is to bait the succubus. Brush with luscious lips got me wondering what the substance is. Like something is amiss as I stumble into the nothingness. Un agujero negro con fuerza para llevarte al vacío sin espacio para la buena suerte. Science is applied with an iron fist like Duterte. Only hybrids can survive this environment hasta la muerte.
They rolling on a wooden horse, swollen in the belly with a baby on board. On force, Armageddon in store. In need of a rebellion, sending all swords. Excalibur. They rolling on a wooden horse, swollen in the belly with a baby on board. On force, Armageddon in store. In need of a rebellion, sending all swords.
Soy un sujeto que quieren ver mecanizado. Tengo defectos y en efecto soy sujeto. Aparentemente debo estar sujeto a realidades que la brisa del viento recorre en el cemento. Desde siempre escéptico a verdades heredadas, como que Cristo está en el cielo y el diablo arde en el infierno. Bojanadas, reflexiono, lo enciendo mientras el humo recorre el interior de mi cuerpo. No soy compasivo, el frío de la sociedad me llevó a dudar. Quiero ser la proyección de mi imaginación, no de su gran puta invención. Crear mi verdad, aniquilar la falsedad, los caminos forjar, sin las ganas aflojar. Con menos quejas, más valor, con más odio que amor, con más acción que palabra, aunque la palabra sea la condena de quien calla. Qué contradicción, frenética manipulación. Las palabras hoy, mañana serán mi liberación. Una a una convertidas en acción, canción.
They rolling on a wooden horse, swollen in the belly with a baby on board. On force, Armageddon in store. In need of a rebellion, sending all swords. Excalibur. They rolling on a wooden horse, swollen in the belly with a baby on board. On force, Armageddon in store. In need of a rebellion, sending all swords.
I don't record. No.
Now in the capital city of Bogota, I was starting to wonder what exactly I had gotten myself into.
like everyone's storming the gates.
500 meters, use the middle lane to stay on Avenida Calle 63.
Well, I'm inside now. This shit's gonna be wild, I think. This is pretty good. I see people going crazy up there. Looks like tens of thousands of people. I'm gonna play the background a little bit. I'm not trying to get my gimbal snatched.
Every year, tens of thousands of Bogotanos descend upon Parque Simón de Bolívar for the country's biggest hip-hop festival, Hip Hop al Parque, to pay homage to the roots of hip-hop in Latin America in its purest form. A showcase of DJing, MCing, breakdancing, and graffiti writing, with many coming just to get twisted and let loose, I'm sure. The concert is free of charge, so the only barrier to entry is one's tolerance for the uncertainty of large, unruly crowds. As a former freestyle battle MC myself, it was cool to see these talented young MCs still holding the torch for the culture.
Los besos mi vaina se desenvaina con la color de la zaina. Él no me gana, discografía de la faina, porque tengo mil monomios, cual demonio de Tasmania. Pedazo de rata, Lick te maltrata, ese no puede ganarme a mí, porque seguro es la rata. Soy el demonio de Tasmania, rata, porque soy marihuanero, hoy no se me ven las patas. Ey, es perra pero no le pega, yo quiero la mano arriba de la gente que quiera, porque sabe que no puede ser la mitad de eso. Lo que está haciendo solo es un tema. Este dice que le pega y que llega comparar la Warner Looney Tunes y Noriega.
Watching all of that hard work by people other than myself was tugging at my hunger strings, and I started feeling a gravitational pull towards the beckoning dead swine that I had scoped out earlier that day.
Let's try out some of this pig, huh? Alright, as you saw, this is like off the whole pig. This is like $5. They got me hooked up with some crispy skin here, some rice, but I don't know how they cooked it, if it's brown rice or what. Oh god, that's crazy. But of course, the best part's gonna be the crispy skin, right? A little bit tough actually, but very nice, really tasty. And then this tender, big chunks of pork here. Oh. That's a bite right there. A little bit of an arepa as well. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this rice. It's good though. It's all cooked up with the pork fat. For concert food, pretty quality.
On the advice of a Bogotano friend of mine, I got up out of there and back to my hotel before nightfall.
Well, it's an overcast morning here in Bogota, Colombia. And yesterday morning I found like the ill Venezuelan style street empanadas, and they were out of this world, so I'm gonna see if I can't track this dude down again today. Hola, amigo.
Épale, jefe, ¿bien o qué? ¿Cómo está todo?
Sí.
¿Todo bien? A la orden.
Quiero uno jamón en queso y uno a la Venezuela estilo. Es que es el nombre de Venezuela.
Pabellón se llama.
Pabellón.
De pabellón. Ahorita no tengo de pabellón porque yo varío.
¿Cuál es tu recomiendas?
Carne con tajada y queso, muy bueno.
Ok.
Carne mechada.
Ok. Hey, gracias, amigo. Okay, we've got this delicious empanada here. I'm excited to try. That is excellent. Have a look in there. So this one's meat and potatoes. The salsa is still on my mouth. It's cilantro with onions and garlic. So this is really good. I'm gonna try one other site for you guys as well. Getting the better light here. Street food's the best, man. This guy kills it. We're gonna try one other kind here. It's a pizza. So this is a pizza empanada. Also very good. But I prefer the Venezuelan style ones that he makes are the best for sure. You see those people behind me at the Body Tech on the treadmill judging me as I stuff 5 empanadas down my face. Sauce all over my face like an absolute glutton. This is fantastic.
In a decision that only ended up further entrenching my views about tourist traps, I thought it would be a good idea to take the cable car up to the famed sanctuary of Monserrate.
I hate lineups, especially for touristy nonsense. I hope this view is worth it. Lacking proper foresight as usual, why did I come on a Sunday? 40 minutes later, still in line. If I had any idea it would be like this, definitely wouldn't have come. Now in the sardine can, going up. Well, figures. It's raining, so get a nice gray, cloudy, blurred shot of the city today after that hour-long wait in the lineup. Oh yeah, I guess there's like a church or something up here. I could really care less about that. Let's go find some food. Well, to be totally honest, I wouldn't recommend coming up here on a Sunday. It's just touristy stands and, you know, stupid trinkets to buy. I mean, the view's nice. Unless you're religious and you want to come up here for actually go to the church. This soup is called sancocho de gallina. And I've heard about this one. I think it's supposed to be pretty special for Bogota. It's a thick soup. It's almost a mix between a stew and a soup. It's tasty, not mind-blowing. Good taste of cilantro. Nice hearty broth. It's actually perfect for a day like today. Rainy and cold outside. Nice tasty hot soup to warm me up. Try a bit of the chicken. Chicken's a bit tough, to be honest. I'm trouble peeling it off. It's all right. Oh, and I just got the bill as well. Super overpriced, which I expected. Touristy area, so it's going to be overpriced. Just no. Well, I tried to walk down. Not allowed. Have to wait in the 2-hour lineup. Well, it's 2 hours later. Exaggeration. It's like an hour and a half later, an hour later, and still waiting in line. So it's a good Sunday. Colombian Independence Day, and I'm in the capital of Bogota right now, looking for the parade. Well, unfortunately, I think I missed the parade. I was in my hotel all morning editing video for the Peru episodes, which hopefully you would have seen by now. If not, check out my YouTube channel. Well, you're on it, but subscribe to that. But still, you get to see a bit of the runoff here. We're still gonna go get some food, so all good, man. Time for a little street food. Este es res con pollo. Quiero dos. ¿Sí? A little bit of lunch to go in the park. Ooh, a bit of it fell off. Salty, tasty. Maybe slightly disappointed I missed the parade, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal. I would have got a few good shots of military might, whatever. Still got to come see kind of the festive atmosphere and get a little bit of food, so things could be worse. Welcome to Bogota.
Reflecting upon my time in this country, the Colombia I witnessed was far from the caricature broadcast from the glass houses of network television. Of course, like in all countries, there are struggles. More than in some, less than in others. But our struggles don't define us. They're merely patches on the quilt. Colombia is no different and will continue to move forward with a spirit of generosity. Until next time.